So we've just had Pentecost, of course, and Pentecost follows fairly smartly after Christ's death and resurrection, and indeed his ascension. And so we have this moment where the Spirit comes, having been sent by the departing Son, and in the context of the Father. And the Church puts this Sunday in for us. It's a theological Sunday, really. It's the Trinity Sunday, because there seems to be these three persons of the Godhead. It's a little bit troubling and problematic. If you were going to make up a religion, you sure wouldn't make up this religion, because it's just too convoluted and abstruse, really. But here we have it, and at the end of Matthew's Gospel, Matthew 28, the final few verses, we have the disciples going to the place that had been prearranged when Jesus was with them, and Jesus was going to meet them there. And people see, the disciples come and they see Jesus there, and they're filled with joy and faith, and some doubted. I love the way that the Gospel writers include those bits of detail that other editors might edit out in today's world, because it just doesn't fit with the narrative. But the reality is, some doubted, and there they were, and they should have doubted. I mean, the whole thing was just crazy, really. And then Jesus gives them those words that we sometimes call the Great Commission. Go there, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And the triune formula is there, that the three persons of the Godhead are mentioned, and they're mentioned in the context of this is the name or the persons into whom disciples are to be baptized. So they're not just baptized into Christ, or baptized in the Spirit, or baptized into the Father. This is a baptism into the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It's unusual because whilst it wasn't unknown for there to be a range of gods, a panoply of gods, they were usually hierarchical, and you had Zeus up the top, or some such figure who was like the king of the gods, and the others were the lesser gods, and they sometimes had rivalries and conflicts and tried to outdo each other and that kind of thing. Or you had monotheism, which was a Jewish tradition with Yahweh. But here we have something that's altogether unique, because it's not many gods, it's three persons, but they seem to function as one at the same time. And it's not a unity in a monad, or the singularity of personhood, because it's this community of persons together. You can see how hard it is to describe, and even harder to really wrap your head around. But Trinity Sunday, they do it to us every year. We're going there again this year at Mustard Seed. Come along. We will wrestle with the three persons of the Trinity, try and make sense of what it means that our God is one God in three persons, in community, in concert. If we can work that out, we can do anything. But there's so much in it that enriches us, and also stops us from making disastrous mistakes in our faith. So we shall do that. Thanks to Shady and Rose, who supplied our Pioik bread rolls. They're so good, and we're so grateful to them, their kindness and generosity to us. Thanks to Robin Davies, who always leads us so beautifully in our communion liturgy, and our music just was sounding so good on Sunday. And the people, my goodness, people like you would not believe, good people. Come and join us. Hope to see you soon at Mustard Seed. Bye.